You've got the best touring motorcycle on the planet. But the seat, well, it could certainly be more comfortable. And what about swamp ass?
This video is sponsored by Cruiseman's Garage Honda Goldwing Maintenance Video Series.
So today on Cruiseman's Garage, we're going to take a look at the Breezy Ryder. This is a seat cover for the Honda Goldwing 2018 Plus Honda Goldwing. Let's pull it out here of the bag and let's just read real quick what the Breezy Ryder is all about. Ride the wind with Breezy Ryder. A patented Sil-Air silicone foam allows airflow through the seat to eliminate the hot, sweaty ride. I don't know what Sil-Air silicone is, but it sounds comfortable. Eliminates the searing heat from the sun. Promotes blood circulation to reduce pain. Reduces vibrations that aggravate back pain. Moisture wicking, cooling diamond spacer fabric. Stays dry, feels cool. Non-slip perforated material. Cold water machine washable, so you can put this in the washing machine. UV fabric protection. And here's the best part. I love this. Made in the USA. Okay, and it's got a picture of a donkey there showing his ass. No more swamp ass. Okay, there you go. That's not my words. That's Breezy Ryder's words. Okay, this is what it looks like. It basically covers your entire Honda Goldwing seat. It feels very soft. It's not super thick padding, but I can see where it would have that cooling effect. It does feel you can almost see through this fabric here, so it does look like it would allow a lot of airflow. If we look at the underside, you can see the size of the seat pad here, and it is, you can feel it. There is a foam cushion in there. When I was out at Southern Honda for Goldwings and Glizzies, I met the owner and he showed me how he installed this, so I'm going to try to use his demonstration if I can remember it, and I'm sure with his instructions I can figure out how to do it. There's also a video that he has showing how he installs this, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to put it on my 2024 Goldwing. Okay, so the Breezy Ryder goes on to your 2018 Plus Honda Goldwing seat pretty quickly. It probably took 6 or 7 minutes, maybe 10 minutes at the most, to install it. It's really pretty intuitive. You basically just make sure that the cover is fitting and then flip it over and begin tying up the straps. There's 2 straps with Velcro, and then there's a drawstring in the front that hooks over that little nylon loop right there. And then there's a drawstring in the back we'll tighten up a little bit later. Once I get these Velcro straps and just kind of go around and make sure the cover is covering all of the areas of the seat. I didn't really intend to make an installation video because Breezy Ryder has an installation video where the owner of the company shows how to install this. I'll put a link to that video in the description of this video, but I did want to show you that it only takes a few minutes. Now there is this drawstring in the back, and it goes around the entire circumference, I guess, the perimeter of this Breezy Ryder, and kind of holds everything in place, pulls it up tight, and you basically just tie a knot into that drawstring at the back, and that's kind of what holds it on. It's pretty simple. As I finish up this installation, I should also mention that Breezy Ryder makes these seat covers for a variety of different motorcycles, not just the Honda Goldwing. So you definitely want to check out their website at breezyryder.com for all of that information. And if you haven't done so already, don't forget to sign up for my free email newsletter where I send out some exclusive special deals, aftermarket products, and my Honda Goldwing maintenance videos. Okay, so the total installation time, including taking the seat off and putting it back on, was about 15 minutes. And here's what it looks like after it's been installed. I think it looks pretty nice. The Breezy Ryder almost perfectly fits the design of the Honda Goldwing seat, and you can see it also has some padding on that bolster area behind the rider. It's the only seat pad I've tested so far that has that padding on the bolster, and it makes a huge difference. Okay, we are going to take this Breezy Ryder seat cover out for my first test ride, and just a quick look around. It fits nicely. It's got the little Breezy Ryder logo there on the side. Well, first feeling, sitting on the bike for the first time with it on, it feels good. I can tell that it's got a little extra padding. Not quite as much padding as some of the seat covers I've tested, but you do notice a difference as soon as you sit on it. Very easy to move around on the seat. It is, I don't want to say it's slippery, but it doesn't, if you're wearing jeans anyway, you don't stick to it. It is an absolutely beautiful day here in Dallas-Fort Worth. It's about 78 degrees. There's no wind. It's just absolute perfect day for riding. Let me know in the comments down below if you are using any kind of a seat cover or a seat pad to help with additional comfort on your motorcycle. It doesn't have to be a Honda Goldwing. Okay, I know this is going to sound crazy, and it's not what I would call hot out today by any means. It's only maybe 80 degrees. But I swear I can feel some airflow coming underneath this Breezy Ryder. It may be my imagination, but it definitely does feel cooler sitting on this. It's pretty amazing, actually. It's slick enough to where you can easily slide around to change positions in the seat if you need to adjust, but yet it's not so slippery that you feel like you're going to slide off the seat. So it's a nice material, whatever they're using for the Breezy Ryder. It also doesn't have a hard edge from the pad to the seat cover, and I know that may sound strange, but some of the seat pads that I've tested seem to have they're a little thicker, and they seem to have kind of an edge on them that kind of hits you on your inner thigh, and that is a little uncomfortable. Even though it does give you more cushion, it's not as this feels more contoured and a little less stressful. It also, the pad on this is not so thick that I think it's going to affect someone that might be a rider with shorter legs.
A few moments later.
So I've been riding up and down some of my normal streets that I ride here in the Carrollton area for about an hour on this Breezy Ryder. I'm actually heading back home. And granted, an hour is not adequate to fully test a seat cover or a seat pad, which this is actually both. But just in the amount of time that I've ridden with this, I can tell I like it. It feels good. I think it's a definite improvement, and it has that added benefit of being able to protect your Goldwing seat so that you don't have to worry about dragging your boot across the seat and scuffing up the seat. You're not going to hurt this thing. I like that. It's kind of a seat cover protector, you might say, in addition to adding a little cushioning. It doesn't give you as much cushion as some of the other seat pads I've tested, but I think the fact that it gives you this cooling sensation because it allows airflow, I think is a huge benefit. So I think it's a good trade-off, if you want to call it a trade-off, and it covers the entire rider and passenger seat. You don't have to worry about taking it off every time you come to a stop for fear that somebody's going to come along and steal the pad off your motorcycle. I also like that it gives your passenger and you this additional comfort. With most of the seat pads that I've tested in the past, you'd have to buy 2 pads, and I think it looks nice. I don't think it certainly doesn't take away from the looks of the motorcycle. I think it's a nice looking seat. Now, I haven't tested it in the rain yet, but they say it will dry out because of this airflow. Even if it gets wet, it will dry out pretty quickly. So I would like to put that to the test in the future. So if I ride in the rain, I'll make sure to do an update. I'll also do an update on the Breezy Ryder after my trip to West Texas, since I know it's going to be hot on that trip. So it'll be a really good test. But I can tell you, even at it's 84 degrees right now, the seat does feel cooler. It's noticeably cooler. So if you're interested in the Breezy Ryder, I will point out, before I get into that, let me point out, Breezy Ryder is not paying me to make this video. I met the owner at Goldwings and Glizzies out at Southern Honda Powersports, and he asked me if I would review the product, and he sent me this product. Now, even though he's not paying for the video, he did send me this, but I think I would feel very good about recommending this product. I'm not an affiliate. I don't get a commission. If you want to order, you can order it directly from breezyryder.com, or if you're in the area of Southern Honda Powersports, you can purchase it at Southern Honda Powersports. Just go see Sean and he'll set you up with a Breezy Ryder, because that's one of their resellers is Southern Honda Powersports, which is where I bought my 2024 Honda Goldwing. Largest Honda Goldwing dealership in the country and maybe the world. So I want to thank Breezy Ryder for sending this to me. I look forward to riding with it some more. I will update you and let you know how it works in really hot temperature. I also don't know if cold temperature, I don't know if you'll be able to feel your heated seat through it. So if any of you out there have a Breezy Ryder and you've ridden with this in the wintertime, let me know in the comments down below if you still feel your heated seat through this. Okay, so what do I think about this Breezy Ryder? I'd say the first test is a success. I really like it. I do like the looks of it. It follows the contours of the Goldwing seat nicely. Like I say, it's not as thick as some of the other seat pads I've tested, but I would sure say it's as comfortable. And I did notice that it does have that cooling effect. First impressions are good. I am very anxious to put this to the test on a 6-7 hour ride like I'll have going out to West Texas. Remember what I always say, ride often and ride safe.